Hello, guys. So this is Under the Carpet, another episode, and we are glad to be here. And as you can see, we have a guest. So we are taking in guests. So my name is Kene Wakene, not Kini. Kene Wakene, and
my name is Douglas Masinde. Na basi leo tunaletea show moja kali, deadly sana, different topics and topics moto, just to make sure that we debate about it. And kama kawaida, Under the Carpet, we'll make sure that we bring you zile vitu zenye nyinyi discuss. We'll make sure that tuna bring on top of the carpet, tuende deeper ndio watu waweze kuelewa zaidi. Kenny, to you.
Yes, that's true. So thank you. So thanks to Churu, she told me her name is Churu. So Churu is a colleague of mine that I've worked with, and she told me to discuss parenthood. So shout out to you, Churu. Thank you for this. And we are taking conversations, as you can see, topics. So bring them to us, and we are going to discuss them. We're going to flesh them out. So Churu told me we discuss parenthood in terms of when people separate and when people divorce. So how do you solve parenthood moving forward? And then as well, because you're going to move forward, let's say we are married, you're going to move forward. So when you move forward to another spouse, then they have children. That becomes a blended family. So what happens? What are the parameters of parenthood with your spouse that you have divorced? And then now with the current spouse that you have? Yes.
So KNME, according to me, what I've come to learn is that, first of all, what will let a feeling sana because of what happened between them to parenthood. Kitu ya kwanza, when it comes to, let's say, like somebody amekuwa at break. For ladies, maybe it might be emotional, and maybe they might be they might block the kid away from the father's reach. Kitu ya kwanza, when it comes to, let's say, like father kuona mtoi, it becomes quite hard because of hizo feelings or emotions zenye huo dem amekuwa nayo. So inakuwa quite hard for the father to come in na kuweza ku raise our watoi, unaona. And also inaweza happen vice versa. For the guy, anaweza neglect his duties because of what happened na in the mute at the end of the day, so they don't raise the kids together. So ile kitu yenye kwanza watu wanafuangalie to bring emotions, because when we bring emotions, now it becomes very hard for us to bring these kids up, whether financially or also when it comes to maybe to morals too. For example, nijue values zangu, mtoi ajue values zangu as the father, or mtoi ajue values za mother. So inakuwa quite hard. So mainly watu wanafuangalia emotions. And that's where emotional intelligence comes in. Because kama tumekosana na nilikuwa na issue na wewe, nafaa ni understand wewe una issue na mtoi na mtoi ana makosa. So it becomes quite hard when we bring our emotional differences to kulea mtoi. Because before tufike kwa story ya responsibility and all, kuna kuanga na emotions. So guys must set emotions aside for them to understand. Even though utakuwa tukilea mtoi na juu ulinikosea, but mtoi ana makosa. So this is how we are going to go about it when it comes to co-parenting.
And what's funny is I've seen that with a lot of females, and it's so distressful to the children because we are married, we separate or divorce, and then now I keep the children away from you because I want to punish you, and in essence, I punish the children. And we have so many children coming from single parents that are damaged. And truth be told, at the end of the day, a child needs both parents. Unless one parent is dead, and if one parent is dead, please find someone to step in. I normally say that girls need their fathers. Boys can never be raised by a woman. It can never happen. So those women who know for a fact that they have boys, and then you are blocking this man, unless the man is a narcissist or he was extremely abusive. You know, there's a point where you cannot really, there's a point of no return. Unless it got to that point, this person wanted to kill you, hated the children, things like those.
Very violent.
Block that person. But you guys are broken up because maybe cheating or finances or even, things. And then this person still loves the children and is able to provide. Please do not block your partner. And women do that a lot. You end up, I know of someone, and she told me, I will not mention her. She told me, I was speaking to her yesterday night. She told me, don't mention me in your podcast.
Guys, be careful of your secrets. Now you know.
By the way, as long as you know me,
Yeah,
and you know
yeah.
Dagi, and you know they know is our tech director. So shout
Listen.
out to you, they know. Thank you so much. But then we are getting stories from you guys,
Yeah.
and we're going to discuss them. We might not mention your name,
Yeah.
but you will hear the story, and you will know it is your story. So she comes from a broken family,
Yeah.
and it is. We can see how it is now because she's so broken and she's constantly in turmoil. And you say she's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even the mother got to a point where she was rejecting the girl and she was raised by the grandmother. So there's no shared responsibility, or rather, there was no shared responsibility between the mother and the grandmother. One.
Yeah.
Between the father and the mother. So now the girl is in her 30s. And she's totally broken. So it's from one relationship to another, and you know, it's such an emotional turmoil. And these are things that we need to start avoiding, because someone will tend to not have responsibilities when they grow up, will not have emotional, will have emotional distress, will not have intelligence when it comes to emotional, what you are speaking
Emotional
about.
intelligence, yeah.
Yes, and it's insane because this person will not be able to keep relationships, will not be able to keep friendships, will not be able to keep anything.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like bringing people together, like bringing the children together, people need to understand this. Dagi, these children were not there when we met. They were not there when we started making love.
Yeah.
They were not there when we started, you know, this intimacy and whatnot.
shenanigans, yeah,
They
yeah.
were not. Msiingize watoto into this bullshit. You know, don't bring those children into this, into that atmosphere. Make sure that these children are provided for. You know for a fact that you need to pay school fees. Pay school fees.
Yeah.
If this man doesn't have money, because women do that, if you don't have money, you're not going to see the children.
Yeah.
My friend, what I normally tell women, do you know what? Let him come and see the children. Ni kama TV. You see how you sit down and watch a TV?
Yeah.
Yes. He has not come with even a lollipop. It's
Let
fine.
him come.
Let him come. Let him come. Let the children see for themselves who the other parent is. So it doesn't matter, because you can break up with someone and then now you raise the children as a man.
True.
Or I raise the children as
a mother.
As a mother. But don't block the other parents.
True.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, let's say, like what you've talked about, now we've talked about emotional intelligence and not trying to bring the kids into your problems and just raise them the way they're supposed to be raised, because they need both parents to raise them. I was thinking about what about for that person who doesn't know, according to the law, the person who doesn't know about his or her responsibility when it comes to raising these children wakiwa separate. What happens? Because some people may use that knowledge to manipulate another person, the other partner. For example, I have a friend who has been married for quite some time. They have one kid, and now the lady wants to leave. And she's saying, if I have to leave, you'll have to cater for the rent, you'll have to cater for the food, you'll have to cater for the shelter, for the education, for the health. If you don't do that, then you're not going to see this kid. And this kid being the firstborn, it becomes quite hard for him to let go, because he has that connection and he really wants to come through.
Yeah.
But the problem is the financial capability. This guy isn't financially stable, but he's really trying to make sure that he brings the family together, the food is there, the education is being catered for, the health, the shelter, the clothes, and everything else. Mostly the amenities. So what happens to this guy? Because he really knows to know what is his role. If this lady leaves and is trying to blackmail him with these roles, if he doesn't do this role, then I'll not do this. So what do you say for that kind of person?
Legally, the law is very clear. You will not bar the parent unless this parent, one, is mentally unstable to a point that they can harm the child or the children. It is very clear on that. Or this person is a narcissist, or all those dark traits.
Yes, yes.
Unless that happens, you're threatening their lives. The law is very clear. This person needs to see their children. It doesn't matter whether this person is providing or not.
Yes.
As well, know that yes, you can take someone to the children's desk so that their hands are forced to pay. But at the end of it all, if this person doesn't have a salary, what are they going to get out of it?
Becomes quite hard.
Because Dagi, today you're making 100,000 this month. Yeah. Then the next, as consultants, because I'm a consultant, you are a consultant as well. So you make 100,000 today, then the next 2-3 months you don't have money, and then you make 20,000. So what are you going to deduct?
Nothing.
It's going to be very hard for the law to ascertain this person
Definitely.
gets X amount of money every month. You get?
Yeah.
So what I would normally tell someone, because again, the law is also very clear. The responsibility of raising children lies squarely with the mother and the father. Squarely,
yeah.
You cannot honestly tell me that you, as a mother, is staying with the children, the rent is paid for, the school fees is paid for, and I'm not able to shop for my children.
Definitely.
You pay for the school fees. Yeah? You pay for the rent. Do you want to tell me honestly food? Then what am I doing? What am I doing?
That is funny. It's very funny.
Yeah, what am I doing? Because it doesn't make sense how I just sit down and wait. Hey, hakuna mkate, hakuna. You see, we are not married.
Yeah.
I need to think about my life. Women make this mistake, and I'm so sorry. It looks like I am bashing on women, but it's because childbearing is squarely on. You know, a woman can decide, I do not want to have children, and however a man will want to, she will not get children.
Yes.
You know, get children that you can be able to afford emotionally, mentally, financially as a woman.
Yes.
I normally say that over and over and over again. This man can leave you. This man can die.
Yeah.
This man can lose finances. Then what? You get?
Definitely.
So there's always that point. Don't go getting, and women have this thing of trapping men. I know so many women who have trapped men with pregnancies. So many. And it's so sad. Then 4 or 5 years down the line, you're like, oh, what? Okay, now we have 10 children. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You need to pay. Unafaa kufanya. And the man is, you know, it's so toxic. And I'm not saying this because it's a patriarchal society and I'm defending men. P.S. Some men are deadbeats and it is irritating.
Yes.
Take care of your children.
Yeah.
Take care of your children. But can men and women move forward by let's get children that we can afford emotionally, mentally, and financially? And P.S. if you know that you have issues, childhood issues, relationship issues, father, mother, whatever, neglected when you were young, don't get children. Sort out your emotions, sort out your BS before you start popping up children. Yes.
Yeah, because I think when you have, let's say, like those fathers, mothers issues, when you grow up, sometimes you tend, let's say, like when you separate, you tend to use your kid against the other party.
True.
And then the other thing, we have this problem of understanding Kenyan law and let's say like US law.
Yeah, because US is left with everything as a woman.
Especially for ladies. I think that's one thing that they should understand, because most of them think that nimekosana na msee. Niko na mtoi wake, so tukiachana, there's this kind of money, there's this kind of wealth I'm going to get, of which mostly that's not the case. Especially right now, they say that kitu nimekuja nao ndio utatoka nayo. And then tunagawana responsibility. Because mdema anakaa kivyake na anakaa na mtoi, rent, food, clothing ni yake. For the guy, education and health, that's it. So that's one thing that people should understand, because at the end of the day, it becomes quite hard, or it's very disappointing. Ukitoka nje expecting something and then it happen otherwise. That's when you start using the child against the father, or blocking the child from the father or from the mother. Either way, it can happen both sides.
Dagi, the thing is this. I get your child. We separate. I am not financially stable. What is barring me from giving you the child and I be coming for visitation rights?
It's quite hard for the ladies. It's very hard.
I will do that. I will do that.
It's very rare for it to happen.
I would. Dagi, we get married today. We get 28 children by 20.
And before you do that, please, ladies, if you are there and you've done that, please kindly comment and let us discuss and know how you're coping and how you would advise other lady to go about it, because it will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm that type of lady who would live. You're financially stable. Truth be told, instead of calling you every now and then and whatnot, No. Instead of all that, I need my mental sanity, I need peace, I need love, I need everything. I'm going to live with the children.
Okay.
Because the children are better off with you, as long as you're a good father. You understand? But I will also need to meet your spouse, so that at least, you know, there are some spouses who they're just insane, they're just terrible and everything. So I wouldn't want my children to be raised by someone who is not there for them. And that brings us to the blended families. Now, how do you cope with blended families?
First of all, this one is quite tricky. It's quite tricky in this way, because at the end of the day, you realize that you're meeting somebody who had somebody, and ndio wako na watoto, but first of all, there is somebody. There is the mother or there is the father who is outside. So there is kuna boundary. When it comes to also the way you talk to these kids, the way you'll treat them, the way you'll treat yours, you have to balance. So hapo kwanza kuna shida. Yani you have to be very careful, because the kids only, let alone the relationship that we have between us, the kids only wanaweza fanya tuachane.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, because mi naweza kuja, maybe mtoto wangu amfanya makosa kidogo, I don't spank my kids and no spank, then it becomes a problem. Why you are hating on my kids? Hapana, then wacha ishe. And that's it. Unaweza pata ni kitu tu kidogo sana. So you have to sit down and agree.
I think by the time you are joining a union, you're coming into a union with someone who has children, and whether I have children or not, and then maybe say I have them or I don't, either, and then you have children, and then we come together, we say that we want a relationship. We need to figure out what type of parenting we need to do. We also need to figure out what type of relationship I am going to have with your ex, and what type of relationship that you need to have with your ex, because it will get to a point where you are unreachable. I need to be okay when person X calls me and tells me, hey, Kenny, by the way, the kid is sick. Can I, this and this is happening, this and this is happening, or I need to drop them. And Dagi is not available. So can I, personally, I'm the type of person who will take the kids, mine, or if I don't have them, and I'm going with my beau, we are going somewhere to Mombasa or London or whatever, we are going to go together. I'm going to pay flight tickets for these children. Because at the end of the day, when I love you with your children.
Like, you come as a package.
You can't come to my house and start telling me, hey, Kene, Aria, now, my cat is called Aria. So, ati Aria anachafa yake the whole house. By the way, it is my house and hers. Yes. When you come to love me, you love me with my cat. So when you come to love me, know that I have a child. If it's not Aria related, maybe like a child called Alex or something, love me with that child. And I've seen so many people going through a lot and they don't know what to do. Like the stepmom, is having drama, or the stepmom is amazing, but then the ex is having issues. So you don't know how to progress. You don't know how to, move forward. And also brings a strain to the relationship that that you have currently.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tukimalizia, we have some questions that tungetaka kujua from those people who are co-parenting for the blended families, wale wenye wameachana. Kitu ya kwanza, how do you manage communication with the kids for you to understand them, ndio mweze kuwa raise venye inafaa in this kind of relationship yenye mko nayo?
I also have some questions thanks to Deno as well. So extended families, how do you deal with extended families? Mother, father, grandfather, uncles, and whatnot. How do you deal with extended families, especially when it comes to co-parenting, obviously? Handling new difficult topics like new partners. We've separated, we have children. So how do you introduce this new partner to the children?
Definitely.
One, and also to the spouse, because the spouse has to know. That one needs a lot of intelligence. It does.
We'll dig deeper on it in the next session.
Yes, we will. So understanding the children's perspective based on their age. Because whatever you explain to a 3-year-old is not the same way that you're going to explain to a 10-year-old or a 17-year-old. And some children will be very rigid because, hey, these are parents and they're separating. So, they'll need to understand. So, yes. Reassuring the children that they are not the problem. That people separate and the kids start thinking, oh gosh, I wish I was good. I wish I woke up earlier. I wish I ate. I wish You know, so the kids will keep on thinking that, hey, we are the problem. We are the ones that made mom and dad separate. And baby kids know these things. So you need to sit your children down kindly and talk to them and tell them we are separating not because of you, but we started off even before you came. You are the product of our love. Whatever I was saying, we met first before the children.
True.
So you guys are the product of love. And because it did not work, that doesn't mean that we do not love you. You are the product of love. So we both love you. It's just that both of us have fallen out of love. Yes. So you need to understand how to reassure the children. So please tell us how you go about that. And then practicality. Explain about practicality.
Practicality, tumepatana so lazima tumepatana kama tunapendana. So problem ikitokezea, tulipatana tukijua we want something good, so we must make sure venye tutawakia, na truth of the matter is lazima tuambiane kule hata from the moment tumepatana. Practicality dictates that you discuss about mimi niko na watoi, hizi ndio valiza zenye niko nazo na watoi wangu, the same na wewe uko na watoi iko hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. These are how I would like to raise these kids in a blended family. In the other family, practicality inawakaje? Hizi ndio time za kupatana. Okay, unaweza kuja kuona huyu mtoi saa, unaweza kuja kuona huyu mtoi saa, mtoi akiwa msick you can call, I have this partner. Mtoi amekuwa msick, can I call at this time? No, partner wako atachukulia aje? And this other partner lazima ajue mtoi yako na buda yake kuna time fulani atakuwa kipiga, anataka kujua what's happening. Nini it's not that uko na relationship na.
That's true.
So lazima tu understand.
And also practicality in terms of we came together because of love.
Definitely.
You get? Can we solve these things out of love? We did not come together out of malice. This is not out of malice. We came together out of love and we got children, and now it's not making sense. I mean, it's like having going to work, getting an interview, going to work, starting work. You're being paid 100,000, then all of a sudden it doesn't work out. Then you get a better job paying you 500,000. Does it mean that you're going to, sorry to use this, crap on this job that you're being paid 100,000 just because you're moving to 500,000? No, you need to realize that this 100,000 did something for you at that particular moment when you needed it. Just because you have outgrown the 100,000 does not mean that you cannot respect the 100,000 because it was a stepping stone to 500,000. So people, when you're not seeing eye to eye with your partner at this particular moment, please go back to where it started. You know, why did I fall in love with this person? So moving forward, how do we solve this problem? Let it not be a point where you people want to kill each other. And it gets to a point where you want to kill each other, kids involved or not. Please leave. Please leave.
Choose space.
Yes. Langata and our prison here wanaume, it's not funny. Or even the grave. Those are not funny. Our DCI watawashika, by the way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, meskia our DCI watawashika. So that has been Under the Carpet. Show Kalu, show Mzuka. Tumediscuss vitu mob kwa YouTube, on our social media platform. Let us keep the discussion continuing, na tuta make sure hizo topics zenye mnauliza ndio tutaziweka. Kama uko na burning issue, eka hapo. It has been Under the Carpet with me, Douglas Masinde.
And me, Kene Wakene, and PS, we are inviting guests. So as you can see, we have Arya Stark Guinness with us today. The next guest, be rest assured, will be speaking guests. Thank you from us, Under the Carpet, Kene Wakene and Douglas Masinde.
Bye-bye.